Oh, hi! I'm glad you're here! I was just doing a little bit of reading about one of my favorite subjects, Jerusalem, which is I know why you're here today, and I'm so excited to get the chance to talk with you a little bit about Jerusalem. You see, Jerusalem is a very important place to the Jewish people. It has been for thousands of years. Jerusalem is the place where, during all the years in which the Israelites were spread throughout the world, we dreamed of coming back to Jerusalem. Because in ancient times, that's where the temple was built. That was the center place for gathering, the place where we could all be a community. And in fact, for many years, in ancient times, no matter where we were supposed to come back to Jerusalem to be a community again during the 3 pilgrimage festivals, the Shalosh Regalot, where we would come in during Sukkot, during Passover, which we just celebrated, and during Shavuot, which is coming up, so that we could come together, worship together, be a community together, and stay in touch with one another as a people. So Jerusalem has always been a really important place, the center of gathering for us as Jews. And once that temple was destroyed, then we had to go other places, and we had to develop other ways of being a community. Yet we always dreamed of being back in Jerusalem. Because there have always been people living in Jerusalem who are Jewish. Not everybody left, just most of the people. You see, in the old city today, there are 4 quarters. Not those kind of quarters. There's the Armenian quarter, the Christian quarter, the Muslim quarter, and there is the Jewish quarter. Right where the Jewish quarter meets up with the Muslim quarter, and there is the site of the Temple Mount, the site on which the temple was built. And it's kind of at the pinnacle of a mountain that Jerusalem is a part of. And the question is, how do you build a temple on top of a mountain? Because a mountain is pointy and, you need a nice flat space to build a temple. So that's exactly what the Israelites did. They built a flat spot on top of the temple, using retaining walls, filling it in with dirt. And those walls, one of which still stands today, the Western Wall, which is the direction where we pray as Jews, still today. That's why we pray to the east from here, because Jerusalem is to the east. If we were in China, we'd pray to the west. If we were in Europe, we'd pray south or southeast or southwest, depending on where we were. But when we pray, we face Jerusalem. And if you're in Jerusalem, you face the Western Wall. Today, Jerusalem is a place filled with all sorts of culture. You have the old city of Jerusalem, but outside of it, the new city with all sorts of places to go and modern restaurants, movie theaters, you name it. It's got it. And yet the old city is still there, a city made of stone. And so this place has been a center for us for so many years. It's a place that's rich with Jewish tradition and Jewish culture, with many people of different backgrounds coming in and out and getting the chance to connect with their ancient roots. It's a place that's important to not just the Jews, but to Christians, to Muslims. There are many holy sites in Jerusalem. And if you ever get the chance to go, you've got to try the hummus.